Who are you people? What is?
Do you guys hang out with them? Like, what's your relationship like with the crew?
Okay, what's your relationship like with the crew?
I love the crew. They're always my favorite part of a job. I mean, hopefully you love the people you work with, your other acting colleagues and stuff as well. But the crew is they're always the most fun. They have food fights at lunchtime.
I had a lot of crew that came off of the Veronica Mars set or whatever, so we have a lot of similar people around and that sort of thing, and so it's cool to have old friends on the set. It kind of feels like half the same family, pretty much.
And how are your characters different than how you are in real life? Now, do you have your Australian accent still when you're acting?
No, I do a Lithuanian accent for Mick, and so how they did. Well, Mick is Lithuanian, and I'm not, and he's not really at all. It's probably not even funny, but how are we different? He's a vampire. I'm not actually a vampire.
You're not?
No, I'm not. I like nights though. I'm not. I've always been kind of nocturnal. Yeah, likewise. I don't know. He's Mick's much. My character Mick is much smarter, tougher, more sexual. He's kind of just like he's like the hero I will never be. So it's a lot of fun to play him because he gets he does all these things. He's not scared of people. He's not scared of things, and he sort of has this really solid grasp on himself as.
He does such a good job, though. I mean, like, in our screen test or whatever, the first time I saw it, it was like, I'm terrible, and he's amazing. Like, I was, no, seriously, I was, like, acting, and then you cut to, like, this close-up of him, and he's just, like, being there beautifully, and I'm like, I look like a moron.
Not at all.
I didn't understand it.
He was so great. I knew that Jason, you were quite nervous that day as well.
Nervous, dude.
He was the only actor Jason was the only actor they shot an actual screen test for this role of Joseph for and they saw so many actors for this. Yeah. Like they're bringing in big actors as well, but I knew you were going to get this role.
Thanks,
how is your character different than you are in real life?
Oh boy, quite a lot different. He's 400. You know what I mean? So it's like I've been alive 25 years. You know what I mean? So it's like to take. Yeah, I mean, well, you just have to think with that. Like if you were around that long, you know what I mean? Like I've known this guy, 2 weeks or whatever, but you gotta play like it's 10 times as old as your best friend from when you were just born. You know what I mean? It's like how much experience is that you share. So that he's extremely wealthy, which is obscenely wealthy. Like we pulled up one day and I told you in a Ferrari, and
430.
Yeah, and Mick's in this little junker.
Badass. Can I say CBS? Can I say badass on CBS like that?
Done. Did it.
I learned that in America. I love that's one of my favorite things. Learned it.
Learned.
We'll say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Badass. I like that. So.
Can you guys go CBS Mobile? You're badass.
No, you should do it on 3.
Yeah.
No, you got to go 1, 2, 3.
3, 2,
go.
1. CBS Mobile, you're badass. Let's do one more time on this shit. CBS Mobile, you're badass.
I felt like I was off a bit.
Okay, cool. Let's do it
again.
again.
Let's do intensity on the end.
Well, let's just improv it a little bit. Mobile.
Badass.
Done. No.
That was a bit Tourette's.
Here we go.
Ready? One more time. Ready? Here we go. Straight down the barrel. Ready? You got it.
2, 3.
CBS Mobile, you're badass.
That was kind of
excellent.
So you guys are we know that you guys surf the web. What do you guys like to? What sites?
This is weird. Why don't you just do it? I don't understand.
She's a producer.
Go for it.
She tells me what to ask.
What do we think you surf the net.
Let me
You guys
ask
are
him
all
a
over the
question.
internet.
Let me ask you a question. No. So, do you ever surf the web or hear anything about your character, the show, or what people are reading or writing about you?
You're very good at this.
Thanks.
I don't know. To be honest, in the last sort of 3 months that we've been shooting this, I haven't watched any TV. Occasionally, I turn it on like a Sunday, and I go to sleep in front of it. So I don't. But I know there's billboards everywhere because I drive past them. But I haven't really been surfing. No, I haven't. I surf the porn sometimes at work.
I know that, dude. I'm just asking the questions that I don't know. So, now, what was your first reaction when you saw the first billboard? That's what I want to know.
I was terrified, deeply into my soul, because it's got my head on a third of it, and the rest just says Moonlight. And so it doesn't. I don't think it looks like me. Like I know it's me, but it's kind of so airbrushed, and my eyes are kind of half vamping out and stuff. And I feel like I'm doing a bit of a Magnum, like a bit of a Blue Steel. Yeah. And it's just weird, man. There's a lot of in all seriousness, there's a lot of disassociation going on. I can't quite, and I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, I got you.
It's cool though that they're pressing your show as much as they are.
Totally, dude.
you
Yeah,
okay with
there's a
it?
ton of promotion.
That's fine. Take over.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, cool. So I have another question for you. So how disappointed were you when you saw that I wasn't on the billboard?
It was pretty upsetting for me. It was 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and we'd just done 21 hours, I think, on set. And it's tough for me because I have to tear myself away from you anyway. When I go home, I know there's no more Jason until I get back to work. And so to see myself, once I pushed through the narcissism and deep vanity of the elation that I felt by seeing, my face up there, all I could think of was you.
Right. Well, I just imagined that I was kind of on the left side, like where you're looking away. I'm just like off camera a little bit.
What we should do is we should have one on the other side, like at Chateau Marmont, of you looking back at me like that. Or like going this, or looking back, going like, what? Like, what?
What would I wear, dude?
Nothing. Well, whatever.
Cut.